Some research shows that in an interview, within 30 seconds, it is decided whether you are selected or not selected. Once a businessman said that you never get a second chance to make a first impression. If you understand how confirmation bias works, you will understand how first impression matters. German research shows that good-looking persons in the corporate world can earn 30% more than others. If you say, I'm not a good-looking person, why did God make me like that? That's bullshit. Let's talk about something people pretend doesn't matter. Your looks. Most people say looks doesn't matter. Just be confident. Personality is everything. But that's not fully true. And deep down, you already know it. Because the world reacts to appearance before anything else. We live in a world of first impressions. Before you speak, before you explain, before you show your personality, people see you. And in seconds, they form a judgment. Fair or unfair, that's the reality. Once a businessman said that you never get a second chance to make a first impression. Think about that. You meet strangers. They don't know your kindness. They don't know your intelligence. They don't know your dreams. All they have is what they can see. Fair or unfair, that's reality. Imagine two candidates applying for the same job. Both have identical skills, identical experience, identical educations. The first candidate arrives looking tired, wrinkled clothes, messy hair, poor posture. The second candidate arrives looking clean, confident, and well-groomed. Who makes a stronger first impression? The answer is obvious. Before either person says a word, a judgment has already been made. Some research shows that in an interview, within 30 seconds, it is decided whether you are selected or not selected by looking at your impression. If you are selected, they are going to ask you very easy questions. If you are not selected, they are going to ask you hard questions. If you understand how confirmation bias works, you will understand how first impression matters. If you believe someone as good or bad, you will find daily proof to support your case. If you believe someone as a good person, you will notice only the good things of this person, and the bad things of this person will be ignored. And if you believe someone as a bad person, you will only notice the bad things of this person, and the good things of this person will be ignored. We have all heard the phrase, don't judge a book by its cover. But neuroscience and psychology suggest that's exactly what our brains do. We judge instantly, automatically, and often without realizing it. Imagine you meet two people. One appears healthy, energetic, and organized. The other looks exhausted, careless, and unorganized. Without realizing it, your brain starts making assumptions. Why? Because appearance sends signals. Your grooming, your clothing, your posture, your energy, they all communicate something. In a restaurant, you always choose to call a good-looking waiter because you always want to get your service by a good-looking person. That's why in restaurants, in receptions, sales, you will find good-looking person. I have my own personal experience. It's very hard to say no to a good-looking salesperson. And in that time, I feel like it's a trap. It's really a trap. Dozens of studies have shown that we automatically regard a good-looking person as more pleasant, honest, and intelligent. This is called the halo effect. A restaurant owner once hired a waiter because he looked professional, and the owner later admitted, I knew nothing about him, but he looked trustworthy. Even the most intelligent people get swayed by looks. This can even be detected in schools, where teachers unconsciously give good-looking students better grades. A German research shows that good-looking persons in the corporate world can earn 30% more than others. If you say, I'm not a good-looking person, why did God make me like that? That's bullshit. But here's why most of the people get it wrong. Looks matter, just not in the way you think. And once you understand this, your entire life changes. But here's the mistake people make. They think looks are about being perfect. Perfect face, perfect body, perfect genetics. But that's not what actually influences life. What really matters is something much more controllable. And that's where everything changes. There is a difference most people miss. You don't need to be the most attractive person in the room. You just need to look put together, clean, intentional, presentable, well-maintained. That will change everything. A teenager felt invisible at school. He believed nobody respected him, nobody wanted to befriend him. One summer, he made some changes, started exercising, improved his posture, got a better haircut, dressed more neatly. When school started again, something surprising happened. people treated him differently, not because he became a model, but because he appeared more confident. And confidence changes how people respond to you. The biggest transformation is not physical, it's mental. Looking better made him feel better. Feeling better changes behavior, and behavior changes his life. Neglecting yourself has a cost. It doesn't just affect how others see you, it affects how you see you. You start feeling less confident, less energetic, less motivated to show up because external presentations influences internal state. If you look careless, you start feeling careless. If you look organized, you will start feeling more in control. That's why a small thing matters. Your looks are not just about beauty, they are communications. They send signals before you even speak. How you dress, how you groom yourself, how you carry your body, how much care you show yourself. All of that tells a story. It tells people this is how I treat myself. And people unconsciously respond to that story. Not perfections, but effort. Because effort signals self-respect, and self-respect changes how others perceive you. That's why two people with the same face can be treated completely differently. It's not just genetics, it's presentation. Let's be honest, first impression matters more than people admit. Not forever, but initially, because humans are wired to judge quickly. In social situations, in interviews, in dating, in opportunities. Appearance creates the first doorway. But here's the most important part. Looks may open the door, but they don't keep it open. That's where personality, skills, and behavior take over. So looks are not the whole game, but they are the entry point. Ignoring that doesn't make you strong. It just makes you unprepared. Thank you.